I mean, that's got to be the biggest chandelier in the United States, right? The kitchen looks like a pencil sketch almost. It's so cool. We could not find the game room until I pushed on this bookshelf. Of course, the game room is hidden behind a secret bookshelf. We played a little bit of Pop-A-Shot and continued to just be blown away because every room in this house feels way too big. And don't even get me started on the backyard. It has 2 pools. Basically, when night struck, we actually spent a lot of time outside. We played basketball. Hurry! We went swimming. And before bed, we got in one more game of basketball. The Louisiana Big Money Mansion is ranked 7. We got on the road because our next Airbnb is in Mississippi. Before leaving Louisiana, we had to stop at Cafe Du Monde for some beignets. Louisiana is golden. We've been to 12 states and 12 Airbnbs so far. What's your favorite? Leave a comment. I'm curious. I'm wondering what your favorite is. Because next we are going to Mississippi's top-ranked Airbnb. This beach house is so nice. Everything's so clean. Look at these wicker chairs on the dining table. A bunch of handsome guys around it too. What's better than this? I wonder how they split rent. Do they all live here? The outside is also very fun. It's got ping pong. It's got a backyard grill, which would definitely make my dad say, nice. In fact, I FaceTimed him to prove it. Check out this grill. Nice. I told you. I knew it. There's also a fire pit with a view of the ocean and, of course, the swimming pool. That's why you booked this Airbnb, to swim in it. We drove just down the road and stopped at the beach. We enjoyed ourselves a nice burger dinner and headed back to the Airbnb for its main attraction. Race begins in 3, 2, 1, go! There you have it. Ryan just won the Great Mississippi Pool Race.
Whatever.
We ranked the Mississippi Pool House at 11 and headed down the coast to Alabama. This next one is called the Storybook Castle. It's kind of hard to find castles in the United States. It's one of the coolest categories on Airbnb, in my opinion. So when we got to Fairhope, Alabama, I could not believe my eyes. The inside of the castle, Cozy Town. I'm deeming it Cozy Town. There's a mythical couch. It's so cozy it makes me feel like I'm in a fairy tale. There's a king-size bed, perfect for a king. The ceiling fans are both upside down. I don't know what kind of sorcery that is. The bathroom's got a hardcore shower curtain, but my favorite part of the whole castle has to be this wall decor. Welcome! May your stay be pleasant, and when you depart, may you take warm memories to treasure in your heart. It started raining outside, but we wanted to explore this property, but it's not just this castle on it. There's actually a few buildings that are fairy tale themed. For dinner, we ordered pizza and watched Survivor. What's better than this? Huzzah! We ranked the Storybook Castle number 10. We are now on our way to Florida to stay in a cool container home. Look how cool it is. This is quite the long drive all the way to the other side of Florida, so we had to stop at the beach and enjoy the sunset. I mean, look how cinematic this footage is. This is awesome. However, we did arrive to the Airbnb very late, so sorry, no dramatic music on this one. It's too late for any loud music. It's gonna wake up the neighbors. This container house is cool. The living room, cool. It has a foot massager. This plant has faces painted on it. There's a jukebox. And these little figurines that remind me of Sid's room from Toy Story. Kind of scary, honestly. A little bit. The dining table is cool. The kitchen is cool. I love the colored cabinets. I'm definitely using this espresso machine in the morning. And when you go upstairs, you find that the upstairs is cool. This house is definitely quirky. As much as I want to sit down on that couch, put a movie on, and hang out with Haley, it's been a super long day. The good news is we will have some time tomorrow morning to enjoy this Airbnb before we head to the next state. So I'm gonna go take a shower. We wake up the next morning and we have got to enjoy this Airbnb before we leave. So I spent the morning figuring out this espresso machine. It is the nicest espresso machine I have ever used, and it made a delicious latte, which was perfect because I got to watch Spock videos that my dad sent me. I also went for a mile run around the neighborhood, which was very pleasant. The Florida Container Home is now ranked number 4. After updating our rankings, we started heading towards South Carolina. This Airbnb looks really cool, but Haley has always wanted to go to South Carolina for Charleston. So we spent some time exploring Charleston, and a couple hours later, we found ourselves at our next Airbnb. This Airbnb is wild. Look at those docks. I love docks. If you're wondering why we're walking into this Airbnb with balloons that say 1M, it's because today is the day that we broke $1 million raised for St. Jude. This was the goal for the entire 50-state adventure, so the fact that we broke it on day 16 is unreal. Today feels even more special because this house is gorgeous. The living room is awesome, the kitchen is huge, there's a piano that I don't know how to play, but if you go outside, you'll see what I think is the best part. I mean, it's just so nice outside. Haley and I spent the evening baking a cake to celebrate $1 million raised. We don't have any baking skills whatsoever. We're both really bad at cooking. And here it is, our 1 million cake. These ones don't make noise. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for supporting our fundraiser for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Yay! It's way more fun with the noise. Last night was a blur. I'm just kidding. We went to bed pretty early. We ranked the Charleston Waterfront House at 13, drove up north to North Carolina. We're going to be sleeping on a yacht tonight. That's right, you can get yachts on Airbnb. So after a few hours, we arrived, and lo and behold, there's a boat. There's a boat that we're allowed to check into. A boat! Oh yeah, we're on a boat. We were the ones who just said that. If you go downstairs, it's literally like a full house. There's a living room, bedrooms, bathrooms, a full kitchen. Also bunk beds for kids, which unfortunately we fit perfectly on. We grabbed some fun drinks from the fridge and soaked up the rays on top of the yacht. And before long, we set up a tent on top. It's a long story, but if you watch the daily vlogs, we got a $50,000 donation, which means we had to spin the wheel of doom. We landed on lockdown, and we're not allowed to sleep inside the Airbnb tonight. So we had one last dance party inside the yacht before heading up top and sleeping in a tent for the night. Alright, so we ranked the yacht in North Carolina at 13 and started trekking towards Georgia. This next Airbnb is a tower. Doesn't it look so cool? I can't believe we're going here. After a few hours of driving, we arrived at the Airbnb. However, unfortunately, going up the hill to check in, I got our minivan stuck in the driveway. This is a very dramatic experience for me. I don't like conflict of any sort, much less when it involves a very nice rental car that I do not own. Luckily for me, the Airbnb host came out with a construction vehicle, got the minivan unstuck, and let us borrow his personal Jeep to drive to the tower. The only problem is you need a Jeep because you have to cross a body of water. You literally drive through a river to get to this tower. We're driving through it. We survived the trek and arrived at the tower, and it was well worth the adventure. The tower is 60 feet in the air, so you use this luggage elevator to get your stuff up, and I do think this probably takes the cake for the coolest container home of the video.
Whoa! The bed is just looking out at the view. Oh my gosh!
This is the main cabin. It has a kitchen with everything you need, a dining table with one of those cute framed poems above it. We're glad to have you as our guest and hope you have a good night's rest. Tomorrow you again may roam, but while you're here, just feel it. It's beautiful. I love it. I actually love those. This cabin also has a bed. This is also where the grill is. And on the other side is the bathroom. It has a sink, it has a toilet, it has a shower. Very nice. And finally, if you go up top, you have a sweet sitting area with the best view in the house. Hopefully I make my dad proud. Burgers are probably my favorite food in the world, and now I can officially say that I've made burgers suspended 60 feet in the air. Good morning, sleepyheads. We ranked the Georgia Lookout Tower at 4, making it a new top 5 Airbnb in America thus far, in our opinion. I can't believe we've only been to 18 states so far because we've been to so many cool homes. But trust me, there is much more where that came from. We headed down the tower and crossed the river once again in the Jeep. We packed our things back into the minivan and we're off to Tennessee. Before getting to the next Airbnb, we noticed that there's a wax museum in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. We had so much fun. I even saw Mr. Beast. This is really how tall he is. He's about this tall. But we've got a mission to find the coolest Airbnb in America. You guys gotta see this house. The inside is gorgeous. The kitchen is great. There's a really cool fireplace. There's a piano too. I've been practicing. Check this out. I got a feeling. And finally, if you go up and up and up, you make it to the top deck viewing area. And I would definitely say this is the coolest part of the Airbnb. Oh my goodness. Now this is a view. Look at that town in the distance. Haley and I enjoyed our evening in Tennessee, making some sandwiches, eating some Joyride, and watching Survivor. Yeah, the number 1 Airbnb in Kentucky is a goat farm, and I can't wait to go inside. This is the main room, so cozy. This is the bedroom. There's wonderful art of horses and goats, which is perfect because through this window are horses and goats.
So cute.
After the tour, Haley and I decided to do some exploring. We found a movie theater, a gym, a pool table. I can show you a thing or two, Haley.
Put in the part where it says get clean size so you can see what I got. Oh my gosh!
Guys, we're gonna go to the stables now. So excited. That's right. As a guest at this Airbnb, you can literally go through the stables and meet the animals. I think Ginger and Cinnamon are my favorite, although they do fight a lot. I don't know if that's normal. Can someone tell me if that's normal? Haley and I picked up some KFC for dinner. Gotta do that while in Kentucky. And we had the best evening ever on the farm. We even saw horses on our run, and we ended our night with some homemade ice cream in bed. The next morning, we ranked the Kentucky Goat Farm under 10. Here's our full list so far of the top Airbnbs in America. And after many hours of Haley driving and me driving, we finally arrived to our next Airbnb in West Virginia, which is this awesome cabin with a sports pool. This cabin is very homey. I love everything about the inside. But my favorite part is downstairs where there's a man cave. But the main reason I booked this Airbnb in particular is because it has a basketball court. I've been watching YouTube shorts on how to shoot. Where you going? Where are you going? Yeah, that's my favorite spot too. You're perfect. Alright. It started raining outside, so we ordered some pizza, watched some TV, and had the best night ever in the man cave. The next morning, we ranked the sports cabin in West Virginia at 18 and headed to West Virginia's neighbor, Virginia. We took a look around this A-frame, and it has to be one of the nicest houses we've been in thus far.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. I've never seen this many beautiful views in my life.
Wake up next to me every morning.
Uh-oh. There are ladders everywhere, and the top floor has this bed that is so cool. But the coolest part of this house is the secret room underneath the kitchen island. And just when you think it can't get any cooler, there is a secret room inside the secret room, and it is a movie theater. A good friend of mine named Nick DiGiovanni once taught me how to make a steak. I spent an entire day with him and he taught me everything he knows. Well, Nick, I think it's time to show you my progress. Bon appetit! Hope you're proud of me, Nick DiGiovanni.
Thanks for making steak.
Let's chow down!
Let's.
We poured ourselves a bowl of cereal. I'm more of a Cinnamon Toast Crunch guy. And we watched some TV in style. Good morning. Virginia, ranked 11. We got in the car and made our way to Maryland. Along the route, we were able to stop in Washington, D.C. It's my first time seeing the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, the White House. It was really cool. But we must keep it moving because we are staying in potentially the coolest barn in the United States. Yeah, I would be very happy to live in this barn forever. It's beautiful. If you go up the staircase, which is actually the silo of the barn, you'll find not one, not two, but 3 bunk beds. Top bunk is goated. Light switch. You can close these curtains. Hideout. The weather is so nice here in Maryland, I decided to go outside and go for a run. Also, a guy DM'd me and said, if you can run a sub 5:30 mile, I'll donate $10,000. And as you guys know, we're raising money for St. Jude. So of course, I tried my absolute best, and guess what I ran? We did it! 5:25. Good news. Trayton donated $10,000 in response to this sub 5:30 mile. After running, Haley and I went out for dinner.
Oh my gosh. No, that's insane.
But actually really good. First time trying cream of crab soup was awesome. And when we got back, we just enjoyed nature. All 50 Airbnbs, this one is going to be one of the smallest, but it'll make sense soon why it's so cool. This tiny home is too fun. It's got everything you need. It's got a bathroom, it's got a kitchen, it's got a loft bed. But this tiny home is on a property that also has one of the highest rated restaurants in Delaware and a comedy theater. So we enjoyed ourselves a meal at the restaurant, had an amazing time at the comedy show, and enjoyed a rainy evening in Delaware. The next day, we ranked the Delaware Tiny House 17 and did a long drive riding into New Jersey, where we are staying in a cabin with a private island. Don't forget, we're staying in the coolest Airbnb I could find in every state. This one is going to be unforgettable. Oh, wow. Guys, I think we like New Jersey. I think this Airbnb has the coolest one in New Jersey to visit because it has a private walk. This main cabin is so cool as well.
I can't believe you're allowed to be wearing that goofy hat. Literally goofy hat.
Literally. The main bedroom is pretty normal. Psych, that's a moon on the wall. I love it here, man! If you leave the house and go this way, you'll find your first boat slip. It is gorgeous. There's a big canoe and a turtle. That's the biggest turtle ever. And then, if you walk over to the private island, just cross the bridge and voila, you are immersed in paradise. Look at this place. Holy moly. One of the best parts about this Airbnb is that it comes stocked with all kinds of ingredients, including cold brew and creamer. We made ourselves a glass of iced coffee, and that's when we were surprised by Dr. Mike. He showed up in this Ferrari, he donated $70,000 to our St. Jude fundraiser, and definitely created one of the most memorable moments of this entire adventure. It started raining once Dr. Mike left, so we made ourselves a pizza, stayed inside, watched some TV, and eventually celebrated raising $2 million for St. Jude with a cookie cake on the private island. The next morning, we woke up and ranked New Jersey number 5, a new top 5 Airbnb. We had to split up on our way to New York. I rode my bike, Haley drove the minivan, and after a long day of travel, we made it to the coolest treehouse I've ever seen in New York. This treehouse is unreal. We are in the Catskills of New York, so yes, this treehouse is surrounded by trees and ponds, but the inside is just so nice and cozy. I especially love the upstairs loft bed. Animal is making this noise. We spent our evening relaxing in the treehouse and preparing for a long drive in the morning. This 50-state journey is officially over halfway complete, and this competition for the number 1 Airbnb in America is only going to get more fun. We We ranked the New York Treehouse at number 12, picked up some Dunkin'. We look forward to getting iced coffee every day, let's be honest. And after many hours of driving, we arrived to Connecticut. Hello. How's it going? Are you with Airbnb? Okay, we have some explaining to do. This guy is Chef Jeremy. Airbnb donated $250,000 for our fundraiser and told us that they would have a surprise for us at our next Airbnb in Connecticut. Turns out Chef Jeremy is a professional chef and he's gonna prepare a 5-course dinner for us.
I sneak a little bit of vegetable in it, so...
No, he knows! He knows! Chef Jeremy was cooking in the kitchen, we were eating in the living room, and honestly, this is some of the best food that either of us have ever eaten. Oh, yeah. I'm so full. We arrived to the Airbnb much later than expected, so it's already kind of getting dark outside. Let's do a tour really fast. Let's do a tour. This is the River Loft Cottage. One of the coolest features is that this garage door opens up to the courtyard, and that's great because the outdoors have so much to offer. Outside, I found a kettlebell, a sauna, some sort of flowers. What are these?
Hydrangeas! Hydrangeas!
You like them?
I love them.
A spacious backyard. I love spacious backyards. And not too far from the Airbnb, a river, which makes sense because it's called the River Loft. We had a very chill evening digesting our food from Chef Jeremy and went to bed to prepare for our drive the next day. Connecticut is ranked 22. Here is a map of the United States. Any guesses where we're going next? Before leaving Connecticut, Haley and I stopped at one of the highest rated pizza places in America. It's called Sally's. It was absolutely delicious. Whoa. Wowza. We are eating so much pizza on this road trip, it is actually concerning, but not as concerning as this next Airbnb in Rhode Island. It is considered one of the spookiest houses in America. Ooh, spooky. We're inside the house. The big front door actually doesn't open, which is kind of a relief because it looks scary. You actually walk in through the kitchen, which is not that intimidating, especially because there's a cookie jug. I mean, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen. The living room is also just very nice. But if you go upstairs, things start getting a little spooky. The bedroom is chill, the bathroom is sick, but what is this telephone booth in this spooky house? Oh my gosh. What the? Hey! It's kind of crazy up here. What is this? It's like a little air conditioner and Wi-Fi setup. I can't believe I just drove that up here to the 3rd floor. Hey, Haley! Haley and I don't do too good with spooky stuff, so we spent most of our time outside, and we also decided to go do a snack run. All right, Rhode Island 7-Eleven, let's see what you got. Joyride run? Rhode Island Joyride run? Let's see. Let's get in there. Let's get after it. Hey, how's it going? You see the display right there? Yeah. That's me. That's me. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I told you it's like to you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you have it up here too.
The fruit one.
Oh yes. There's only one left.
Look like his picture, you know.
Yeah, you got it. You got a good eye. It's my first time in Rhode Island. I was trying to find a Joyride. How's it going?
Good.
Yo, that was the best 7-Eleven run of all time. I was just gonna get cherry berry ropes, and then there was one more bag of fun drink strips at the counter. Thank you guys so much for going to 7-Eleven and getting yourself some Joyride. Shout out to the Joyride runners doing it. 7-Eleven snack run all day long. Back at the Airbnb, I honestly thought we'd be more scared to spend the night, but it was kind of just a vibe. Like, I just enjoyed my dinner. I had grilled chicken breast, and overall, it was a lot cozier than expected. Rhode Island Spooky House, ranked 19. Here's the full list. Be sure to pause and take a good look. We hit the road heading towards Massachusetts, and honestly, this next Airbnb is one of the ones I am most excited about visiting. It's a lighthouse in Cape Cod. This is my friend Nick DiGiovanni. He's a fellow YouTuber. He's the one who taught me how to make steak, and because he lives around Massachusetts, he wanted to surprise me and Haley with a classic New England meal. Nick insisted that we fill up this bucket with ocean water, so we did that, added some seasoning and tons of other ingredients, and before long, Haley and I had ourselves a classic New England picnic. Lobster pot! Oh, New England lobster bake! I'm talking lobster. I'm talking clam chowder, blueberry soda. This was the coolest day. Thank you so much, Nick DiGiovanni. Just to reiterate, we are staying in a lighthouse in Massachusetts tonight. It's also 4th of July weekend, so I think there's going to be fireworks over the water. I don't know. I do know that this view that I'm looking at right now is truly special. I love it here. Here's a tour. This living room has an amazing view of the ocean. We open the windows, there's literally an ocean breeze in this room. The kitchen is awesome. Nick left us a gift basket that has fluff in it. I don't even know what this stuff is. And of course, we saved the best for last. Now we're going to go to the actual lighthouse. No way. Yes, we discovered...
That's so cool.
Haley and I could have stayed at this lighthouse for the rest of our lives. The weather is amazing, the vibes are off the charts. Look how majestic this sunset run is, and we even made fluff sandwiches. Whoa.
It's like candy.
I love New England. We've got the ocean right here. I can see the fireworks in the distance. This is going to be a beautiful night. Massachusetts Lighthouse is ranked number 6. The next morning was so fun. There were still people celebrating 4th of July. Now that we're in New England, the drives are a lot shorter than they were previously in this adventure. We took advantage of these shorter drives and stopped for lobster rolls in Portland, Maine. They were so delicious. It's me, Ryan. Yeah, I figured out how to use a green screen. Whoa! On the way to the Fox Tree House in Maine, we got a $100,000 donation from a company called Staple Games. Ooh, cool. Staple Games, who could that be? What are they all about? Staple Games has a bunch of games that you can download in the App Store, like Solitaire, Sudoku, Woodblocks, and they ended up being the top donor of our entire fundraiser for St. Jude. My favorite game is Match Collector, and during this 50-state series, they donated for every state you guys unlocked in the game. Tons of you completed the entire map, raising a bunch of money for charity. If you haven't already, you can still collect all 50 states in the same order that Haley and I visit during this road trip. And now Staple Games refreshed Match Collector to include 50 states, like Treehouse, Bunker, Boat, and they're donating 2 cents per unlock. On top of that, there are special St. Jude tiles that unlock a 10-cent donation. Staple Games' goal is to donate $1 million to St. Jude by the end of the year. Go download Match Collector and collect as many stays as you can. Well, Green Screen Ryan out. Gonna miss you guys. Thanks,
Whoa!
Green Screen Ryan. Anyways, we made it to Maine. It's a Fox Tree House. I have never seen a cuter, more themed Airbnb. There's Fox stuff everywhere. There is Fox Pillow, Fox Doorway, Fox Wallpaper, Fox Plushies. Haley and I put on some tunes and then started baking some cupcakes because we have another milestone to celebrate. 3 million! Yay! We got our cupcakes complete, right? Funfetti cupcakes for 3 million. Thank you guys so much for your support on our St. Jude fundraiser. Can you believe this is real?
No.
Day 30, we're celebrating $3 million. That's $100,000 per day.
That's insane.
This is truly the adventure of a lifetime, but you guys are making it so much more special than we ever could have imagined. Wish we could have a Funfetti cupcake with every single one of you, but until then, cheers. The Maine Fox Tree House is ranked 13th, and on our way to the next state, which is New Hampshire, we stopped at White Mountain National Forest. But we are so excited to see this next Airbnb, which is this little red caboose. Caboose! Hey, buddy! Here we go! Y'all, can you believe this? Can you believe we're sleeping in this tonight? We're staying in a train over train tracks. This is so cool. I have no idea what I'm doing. Some of these homes are adventurous, some of them are relaxing. The little red caboose, however, was ultra relaxing. We had such a great day here in New Hampshire, and we are definitely going to remember this little red caboose forever. Heading to Vermont, where we are staying in a tiny glass house. If you look at it at the right angle, it looks invisible. Whoa. It's so nice. This is probably one of the most modern Airbnbs that we're staying in this video. Everything is so luxurious. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what animal this is, but it's my first time seeing it. Is it a gopher or an otter or a beaver or a goater? Y'all, I'm from Texas. I'm seeing things I've never seen before out here. There's a nice fire pit area as well as a hot tub with this view. However, we are in the wilderness. Oh my gosh, there's a snake. I was just about to reach for that firewood. Did a little building off camera. Yeah, I have a fire now. We got the Feastables loaded up. It's kind of crazy. You can barely see the house behind us. Like, you can't really see it in that shot.
That's crazy.
It's so fun, right? We made ourselves some s'mores. They were super delicious.
Ooh.
She's laughing because I just fell over in the chair.
I'm glad you're wearing your helmet.
Oh my God. On our way to the next state, which is Pennsylvania, we made a pit stop in New York City to visit Times Square. We had to visit a tourist attraction for our fundraiser, and any chance that you get to go to New York City, you have to get a hot dog. So that's exactly what we did. And then we drove all the way to Pennsylvania, and even though it took basically all day, we did eventually arrive to check into this super cool dome Airbnb. Whoa! This Airbnb really is a dome. Everything is circular, including the bed. Even the shower is a weird shape, but now that it's completely dark outside, there's something I wanted to test. Apparently, if you hit this switch, the entire dome lights up. Let's go outside and check. We're walking out to the yard to see the dome lit up.
Not yet?
Not yet. A little bit further. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! That's crazy. What is this thing made out of?
It's so cool. You can see our skylight.
Oh, it's sick.
Ready?
This one is super unique. There's patterns everywhere. It has this huge circle window in the kitchen.
No way.
It's a freaking book nook!
Book nook! And the upstairs has a bunch of bedrooms. We decided to go outside and explore. According to the Airbnb listing, you can actually walk to a nearby waterfall. So that's what we were doing until we ran into trouble. There seems to be a snake blocking the entrance of the waterfall. That is definitely the biggest snake I've ever seen. I don't like snakes. He's leaving.
Ew, bro.
Ew. What kind of snake is this? You can hear him.
Ew.
Oh, I hate that. Okay. We ran up like some little babies, but here it is. This is the waterfall cave. This is crazy.
Out of a movie.
Truly. Ohio complete. We ranked the box at 13 and headed to Michigan. We made a stop in Columbus, Ohio. We made it! The next home that we're staying in is an architectural gem, another Frank Lloyd Wright house. Oh my goodness. Welcome to... guys, I think the road trip ends here. I think we're gonna stay here forever. Yeah, sorry. Here is the entrance to the pump house. Through the door on the right is the living room with a beautiful view of the ocean. I mean lake. It's a lake. That's what it is. And through the door on the left is the dining room. It is just pure water. There's like no sand or beach. Past the dining room is the kitchen. It has such nice appliances. I wish we could stay here longer and learn how to cook. And through the kitchen is the backup living room. I don't know what to call it. I feel like you can tell this is an older house that was renovated from a building with another function because the floor layout is just so unique. I like it. It's fun to explore. These are the stairs. Haley has a theory about who's living underneath them.
Potter? Harry! I know you're in there.
If you go up the stairs, you'll find the main bedroom, which also has an amazing view of the ocean. Whoa, what is that, a seal? What is that?
It's a rock, right?
Oh, there's a duck, though.
Whoa.
Guys, the ocean is kind of new to us, if you can't tell.
You like it.
Ah, man. It's hard to explain, but there's something about this Airbnb that just feels like home, which doesn't make any sense because we're from Texas. Maybe it's the place set outside, maybe it's the fully stocked fridge, but this home was definitely one to remember. We ranked the Minnesota Lake House at 7, and then Haley and I split up to go to the next Airbnb, which is in Iowa. I found myself at the Mall of America where I asked a bunch of people for a ride to Iowa. Eventually, this very nice van took, and we both arrived to maybe the weirdest Airbnb in America. Whoa! What in the world? Yes, the outside is a pyramid, but the inside is kind of just like a normal, nice house. There's some pyramid vibes inside, but mostly it's just weird carpets.
Oh my gosh, look at this carpet.
I know, it's cheetah. And endless rooms that don't really make sense. What do you say we get out of here and go soak up the fresh air of Iowa?
Let's do it.
We got the pyramid because there's a lake nearby. Haley and I realized on this road trip how much we love lakes, and this is the dock that we celebrated $5 million raised for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Then, as night fell, we went to sleep in a pyramid. So what are we ranking this pyramid house, guys? 37? Alright, sounds good to me. It's a rainy morning on the way to North Dakota, and McDonald's stuff will fuel us up for a very long road trip. We are getting into some of the longest drives of this entire adventure after all, but don't forget, we are still hunting for the best Airbnb in America. Here's our current rankings in case you forgot, because this next one might shake things up. Already been here for a little bit. We've got 2 cats named Chloe and Gypsy Rose. Also, the host Kelsey has 2 kids, and they will drop off firewood for you if you request it. We did that. What's your name? Eddie?
And Leo.
Eddie and Leo doing a firewood delivery. Thank you guys. That's good fire starter?
Yeah.
All right.
For the fire starter,
Okay.
go down, light it, and start it.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Have a good night. They were never to be seen again. The sun is out, the weather's amazing, the grass is mowed. It just puts you in a good mood whenever you come to a place like this.
Yeah, you feel safe and clear-minded.
We've got some pizza. I feel like we should just go inside. Let's go inside the lodge, see our home for the night.
Let's do it.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Welcome to the Bison Ranch Lodge. You walk into the living room. Here it is. It's got a big TV, comfy couches. There's lots of wildlife art and wildlife. There's also a recommendation board in the living room. Wait, we can do a bison tour? That'd be crazy. The bathroom right off the living room has a urinal. It doesn't get much better than this. My goodness. Here's the dining table. This is the kitchen, and it has so many surprises. Oh my gosh. I'm eating one right now.
Mini lemon blueberry.
I'm eating one right now, Haley.
So cute. It looks so good.
You have to do it. This lodge is very big. You could host a family reunion here. There's so many places to sleep. And of course, outside there's so much to do. There's a fire pit, a cornhole. But the real magic of this Airbnb is letting the host, Kelsey, take you on a bison tour. We can do a bison tour? Yeah. All right, let's do it. Yeah, we found the bison. Yeah, and they know we're here. Hey, bison. This is unbelievable.
The vast majority of the entities are females.
This is unbelievable.
Oh my goodness. There's Benny right there.
Benny, oh my gosh. So Kelsey, this is the North Dakota experience.
This is it.
This is definitely it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Kelsey. Thank you, brother. You guys have a good morning, Flubby. How's it going? The North Dakota Bison Ranch Lodge is ranked 11. This is how you know it's getting very difficult to rank Airbnbs, this was one of the best of the best, and still it didn't crack the top 10.
Use the time it takes to play this to apply sun protection with 0%
Cool!
Whoa.
This is the Hobbit house. I'm over here. Yeah, this chair is nice. You've got a super cozy sitting area with these lounge chairs. The bed is very cozy for those wondering that information. Very cozy. I love the circle window. I love the circle door. This is the outdoor seating area and fire pit. And lastly, cannot forget about the communal restroom. You walk inside and each one has a toilet, shower, sink, and mirror with me waving at you. So that's the tour of the South Dakota Hobbit house. I think we're gonna walk around for a little bit, say hi to the aliens and dinosaur, and then I'm gonna take a nap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna We ranked the South Dakota hut at 36, said goodbye to the aliens, and started our trek to Wyoming. This is the entrance to the Snowflake Cabin. Alright, upstairs, and what do we find? Main bedroom, in a really cool shape as well. You also have balcony access right off the bedroom. Good morning. Hello. Let's keep going, guys. We're in the home stretch. So nice. Welcome to the Montana Airbnb. This is the kitchen right near the entrance. It has such nice appliances. My reflection is just a head and feet there. That's neat. Ah, telescope. Oh my gosh, I can see so many things. Take a look at this. Guys, let me know if you see what I see when you look through the telescope. Yeah, and kaboom! Now if we go, this is where the party happens. Foosball, arcade machine, work area, and of course, through the sliding door, it may be the best view of any hot tub in the world. Now there's also another structure on this property, a glass dome of some sort. It's a greenhouse. Let's see. Cool. Hey, what are you doing?
I love it.
So cool.
Okay.
We're out here in Montana, so life in Montana, pretty cool. Morning, guys. The Montana cabin is 14. This is another one of those drives that's probably one of the prettiest in America. And now that we're crossing in Idaho, it's appropriate to tell you that we are staying in the Giant Potato Hotel. Haley and I actually stayed here before, but this was about 6 years ago. And so being able to come back on this 50-state adventure as a married couple could not be more exciting. Guys, we have some explaining to do. So when we arrived at the Big Idaho Potato, we were actually greeted by a bellhop, Spuddy Buddy.
Yeah.
Potato mascot Spuddy also greeted us and took our luggage to the potato. Spuddy Buddy, imagine Spuddy Buddy on an NFL team. It's over. We're back! Yay!
Look at the same. That's so cool. Please take a moment and say hello.
Alrighty, thank you very much. And then we were given wardrobe to put on for a special occasion of some sort.
Are you have a selection of options from the lady? Oh, you didn't anything at all? I'm not used to this. Okay, awesome.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. You look very handsome yourself.
Thank you. We were very confused as to what was going on and why we were putting on fancy outfits until we were walked over to a beautiful dinner table with a literal harp player playing the most beautiful sounds I've ever heard. Dolly is also here. Dolly is wearing jewelry. Love you! Yeah! After all of this, we ate some fries, we did some dancing, and now it is finally time to check out the Potato Hotel. Heading back inside the Potato was very nostalgic. It's just a really nice Airbnb. You kind of forget that you're inside of a potato. As a matter of fact, we took a shower, put on some bathrobes, and reminisced on how far we've come together since the last time we were in Idaho.